Good morning to all of you. So today we are going to study the second part of hepatitis in children. We have already studied the types, diagnostic test, etc. So today we are basically going to study the nursing care. First is nursing care plan in imbalanced nutrition, less than body requirements. This is due to intake of nutrients insufficient to meet the metabolic needs. One of the most common problem related to hepatitis is anorexia. So that's why may be related to insufficient intake to meet metabolic needs. It may be due to anorexia, maybe nausea, maybe vomiting. Another is even if the patient has taken, the other issue is altered absorption and metabolism, because liver is responsible for digestion of carbohydrate, fat as well as proteins. This is one thing. There may be reduced peristalsis as well as bile stasis. We know that liver produces bile, and if you have hepatitis, then bile may not come nicely to the gallbladder, and from the gallbladder to the small intestine, okay, in the mid part of the duodenum. So this all issues can take place at hepatitis. Next is increased caloric intake or hypermetabolic state. When liver, brain and other major organs, they constitute only 7% of the body weight, but 66% of the metabolism is due to brain and liver and kidneys, okay. So 66%. So if the liver is having a problem in hepatitis of whichever type it is, it causes an increase in the hypermetabolic state, because the liver is not able to contribute in the metabolism, okay. Now, imbalanced nutrition, lesser body requirements. This is evidenced by aversion to eating, lack of interest in food, altered state sensation. The patient may not like to eat, the patient is not interested in food, the taste may be altered, there may be abdominal pain, there may be loss of weight, the muscle tone will be less poor. And what is the desired outcome? Initiate behaviors, lifestyle changes to regain or maintain appropriate weight. So whatever weight loss has been there, so our main outcome is this has to change, appropriate weight has to come. Demonstrate progressive weight gain towards goal with normalization of laboratory values and no signs of malnutrition. Okay, we already have studied what are the diagnostic tests to be done, and we studied what are the possible variations which can take place in hepatitis. Okay, so these all things can come back. Desired outcome is ये values normal आ जाना चाहिए. Okay, so these are the desired outcomes. Now we'll study the nursing intervention. Okay, monitor dietary intake and calorie count, suggest several small feeding and offer largest meal at breakfast. Okay, हमको डाइट का देखना है. Okay, and because patient को anorexia है, तो patient cannot take the full meal, big 4 meals. Okay, so instead of that you have to give several small feeds, because पेशेंट एक साथ या बच्चा एक साथ नहीं ले पाएगा. ओके, ये स्मॉल मील में से सबसे बड़ा मील क्यों होना चाहिए? ब्रेकफास्ट. द रीज़न इज लार्ज मील्स आर डिफिकल्ट टू मैनेज व्हेन द पेशेंट इज एनोरेक्सिक. बड़ा मील आप दे नहीं सकते क्योंकि एनोरेक्सिया है, एंड दिस एनोरेक्सिया वर्सन्स ड्यूरिंग द डे. ओके, वर्सन्स मतलब जितना खाने का इच्छा सवेरे नहीं रहता, उससे ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम है शाम को. ओके, मे बी दोपहर को बच्चा बोलेगा कि मेरे को बिल्कुल भी नहीं खाना, थोड़ा कुछ इच्छा विल बी देयर इन द मॉर्निंग. दैट इज़ वाई ब्रेकफास्ट उसका अच्छा होना चाहिए. सो यू प्लान सेवरल स्मॉल फीड्स, पर उसमें से सबसे बड़ा मील शुड बी द ब्रेकफास्ट. ओके, सेकेंड इज माउथ केयर. एनकरेज माउथ केयर बिफोर मील्स. वी नो दैट इफ यू हैव अनप्लेजेंट taste of appetite hampered, so if you have a good mouthwash, this enhances appetite by eliminating the unpleasant state. ठीक है. थर्ड इज recommend eating in upright position. बैठ के खाना है. ठीक है. क्यों? Because if the patient is lying down and eating, it Upright position reduces sensation of abdominal fullness and may enhance intake. Okay, when the patient is upright, because of the position which is there, the patient doesn't have abdominal fullness. Okay, जो पेट भरा जैसा लगता है वो कम लगता है if you are sitting. Okay, so that is why whenever you are feeding, ask the mother to keep the child in the upright position. Next is encourage intake of fruit juices, carbonated beverages and hard candy. इससे क्या होगा? They supply the extra calories and these things are more tolerated and digested than other foods. Okay. Now yes, we have to consult with dietitian regarding nutritional support, what is to be given, fat, protein intake and all these things. Okay. So we have to plan the dietary plan. ठीक है. The main issue here is fat, क्योंकि bile is very important for digestion of fat और hepatitis में bile का issues है. Okay, that is the bile will not, there will be bile stasis. अभी हमने जो पढ़ा था, ठीक है, मतलब बाइल रुक जाएगा और ठीक से नहीं आएगा. ओके, सो फैट मेटाबॉलिज्म varies according to bile production and excretion. अगर डायरिया भी है, so fat intake has to be reduced. Okay, if it is tolerated, then a normal or increased protein intake will help with liver regeneration. ठीक है, प्रोटीन आप दे सकते हैं if the food is tolerated. Okay, but if it is a severe hepatic disease, for example fulminant hepatitis, protein restriction होगा, नहीं तो उसको hepatic encephalopathy हो जाएगा, because end products of protein metabolism they will cause hepatic encephalopathy in those patients whose liver is badly damaged, for example in fulminant hepatitis. Okay, so protein restriction, otherwise it is fat restriction. Then is monitor serum glucose. There can be hypoglycemia, there can be hyperglycemia, and we have to have necessary dietary changes. So you can have we know that we have a finger stick monitoring is there, and we have a glucometer in the ward, and that can be easily checked. Liver not only stores glucose in the form of glycogen, this also produces glucose as per requirement. ठीक है, ग्लूकोज बना भी सकता है और स्टोर भी करता है. ठीक है, तो दिस कितना स्टोर करना है, कितना बनाना विल डिपेंड ऑन टू हार्मोन्स. वन इज ग्लूकागन एंड सेकेंड इज इंसुलिन. ठीक है, सो इफ यू हैव अ पेशेंट विथ हेपेटाइटिस, ब्लड ग्लूकोज मॉनिटर करना है, क्योंकि दोनों हो सकता है, या तो हाइपोग्लाइसीमिया हो सकता है या तो हाइपरग्लाइसीमिया हो सकता है. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज मेडिसिन. ओके, एंटीएमेटिक्स. पेशेंट इज हैविंग अ प्रॉब्लम ऑफ नॉशिया एंड वॉमिटिंग, तो एंटीएमेटिक्स आपको देना पड़ेगा. मेटाक्लोप्रोमाइड, जिसको हम रेगुलर बोलते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज ट्राइमिथोबेंजामाइड. ओके, सो whenever you give antiemetics, okay, whenever you give antiemetics, here we use Ondet. Okay, it has to be given half hour before meals के आधा घंटा पहले. तो इससे क्या होगा, नॉशिया वॉमिटिंग कम हो जाएगा and food tolerance, the food will be tolerated. Okay, then chlorperazine नहीं देना है, because that is hepatotoxic. This is to be avoided. Antacids can be given. These are the names of antacid, Mylanta and Tetralyc. Okay, so these antacids, so this differs from country to country. Whatever antacids are there, antacids has to be given. They counteract the gastric acidity, reduces gastric irritation and the risk of bleeding. ठीक है, so these things are there. तो antacid भी हमको देना पड़ेगा. विटामिन बी, विटामिन सी and dietary supplements, तो जो भी deficiency है, and this helps in healing also. Okay, next is risk for deficient fluid volume. At risk for decreased intravascular, interstitial and intracellular fluid. Okay, at risk for intravascular, interstitial and intracellular. इंट्रावेस्कुलर मतलब ब्लड वेसल के अंदर, इंटरस्टिशियल मतलब सेल्स के बीच में, इंट्रासेलुलर मतलब सेल के अंदर. द रिस्क फैक्टर्स में इंक्लूड एक्सेसिव लॉसेस थ्रू वॉमिटिंग एंड डायरिया एंड थर्ड स्पेस शिफ्ट. थर्ड स्पेस शिफ्ट मतलब जो ब्लड में फ्लूइड है वो इंटरस्टिशियल फ्लूइड में चले जाएगा. ठीक है, जो फ्लूइड ब्लड में है वो interstitial space में चले जाता है. that is called as third space shift. Okay, then is altered clotting process. Okay, clotting process क्यों alter हो रहा है, क्योंकि बहुत सारे क्लॉटिंग फैक्टर्स इज मेड बाय द लिवर. ओके, सो हेमरेज का चांसेस है possibly evidenced by it is not applicable. Okay, because this is risk for deficient fluid volume. Now what are the desired outcome? Maintain adequate hydration. Okay, so कैसे पता चलेगा? As evidenced by stable vital signs, good skin texture, capillary refill. मैंने पहले भी बताया था कैसे है. Then strong peripheral pulses, pulse feel करने से आपको वॉल्यूम अच्छा लगेगा, अच्छा रहेगा. And depending on the age and weight of the child, patient का urinary output. Okay, age appropriate urinary output, and hemorrhage नहीं रहेगा, and clotting types will be within normal limits. Okay, so these are the desired outcomes. Now nursing interventions. In nursing interventions, you have to maintain a intake output. You have to take the weight, vomiting, diarrhea कितना हुआ, कितने बार हुआ, क्या क्या हुआ, all these things has to be written. So this provides information about replacement needs and effects of therapy. ठीक है, ये सब intake output maintain होगा. Then you will know कि patient को कितना vomiting हुआ, कितना fluid की जरूरत पड़ेगी. All these things will depend on this history. And diarrhea may be due to transient flu-like response to viral infections and may represent a more serious problem for obstructed portal blood flow with vascular congestion in the GI tract or may be intended result of medication. ठीक है, ये सब हम इतना डिटेल नहीं पढ़ते हैं. One thing I would like to tell is we have to maintain an intake output chart. Loose motion अगर है, so that has to be done. That has to be noted down. क्या क्या पता करना है, कितने बार हुआ, क्या क्या number of times, frequency. The frequency is number of times. Then is consistency. एकदम पानी हुआ कि semi solid था. All these things we need to know. कभी कभी diarrhea can be due to medications. For example, lactulose. Okay, lactulose देते हैं this hepatitis के समय because we to decrease serum ammonia level. Okay, especially in case of hepatic encephalopathy. अगर hepatitis is very severe, then this may cause hepatic encephalopathy. So in those conditions we give lactulose. So lactulose decreases the serum ammonia, but at the same time this causes diarrhea. Okay, so these things we have to maintain an intake output chart. Vital signs, peripheral pulses, capillary refill, skin texture, mucous membrane सब check करना. Why? So this will indicate कि what is the circulating volume and what is the perfusion state. Then you have to check for ascites or edema formation. ठीक है, abdominal girth भी check करना है. किसके लिए? To find out fluid shift हुआ कि नहीं. ठीक है, मैं आपको third space shifting बोल रही थी कि जो फ्लूइड ब्लड में है दैट विल कम टू दिस स्पेस. तो इट कैन कॉज एसाइटिस, इट कैन कॉज पेरिफेरल एडिमा, ऑल दिस थिंग्स. ठीक है, तो फ्लूइड शिफ्ट है कि नहीं वो देखना है एंड उसको प्लानिंग कर सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज इंजेक्शन लगाने के लिए वी नीड टू यूज स्मॉल गेज नीडल्स. ठीक है, एंड अप्लाइंग प्रेशर फॉर लॉन्गर दैन यूजुअल आफ्टर वीनी पंक्चर. ठीक है, इसमें ध्यान रखना इफ देयर इज अ केस ऑफ हेपेटाइटिस, जो भी नीडल आप सेलेक्ट करेंगे थोड़ा कम गॉज का नीडल हो. नेक्स्ट फर्स्ट सेकेंड थिंग, एक बार आपने प्रिक किया मे बी टू विड्रॉ ब्लड और मे बी फॉर IM इंजेक्शन, और तब तो आपको क्या करना है, वेनी पंक्चर फॉर नॉट IM इंजेक्शन, IV इंजेक्शन. सो यू नीड टू प्रेस फॉर अ लॉन्ग पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, नॉर्मल से ज़्यादा. क्यों? क्योंकि हमने पहले भी पढ़ा कि लिवर, वन ऑफ द फंक्शन ऑफ द लिवर इज this formation of clotting factors. ठीक है, तो ब्लीडिंग टेंडेंसी रहता है. दैट इज वाई हेपेटाइटिस वाले पेशेंट का आपको ज़्यादा देर तक प्रेस करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, बिकॉज दिस रिड्यूसेस द पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ ब्लीडिंग इनटू टिश्यूज. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज have patient use cotton or sponge as mouthwash instead of toothbrush. ठीक है, toothbrush की जगह the patient can use swabs. Same thing to avoid bleeding in the gums. Then you have to check for signs of bleeding. कैसे पता चलेगा bleeding हो रहा है कि नहीं? Urine में blood, that is hematuria, melena. The patient will have black colored stool. Ecchymosis मतलब skin के नीचे you have blood patches. Gums में then is puncture sites. ठीक है. So these are the things. The reason is rational. Prothrombin levels are reduced and coagulation times are bleeding time, clotting time is काफ़ी बढ़ जाएगा. Prothrombin time will be reduced. Okay, this occurs when vitamin K absorption is altered in GI tract and synthesis of prothrombin decreased in the affected liver. ठीक है. Now this we have to check HB हेमाटोक्रिट। हेमाटोक्रिट किसको किसको बोलते हैं? परसेंटेज ऑफ हीमोग्लोबिन, दैट इज हेमाटोक्रिट, ठीक है। सोडियम, एल्बुमिन एंड क्लॉटिंग टाइम्स, ये सब हमको पीरियोडिकली चेक करना है। दिस रिफ्लेक्ट्स द हाइड्रेशन एंड ऑल्सो आइडेंटिफाइज द सोडियम रिटेंशन एंड प्रोटीन डेफिसिट विच में लीड टू एडिमा फॉर्मेशन, ठीक है। एल्बुमिन कम है तो व्हाट इट कॉजेज एडिमा फॉर्मेशन, सो दैट इज व्हाई वी नीड टू चेक ऑल दीज थिंग्स, ठीक है। एंड डेफिसिट्स इन क्लॉटिंग पोटेंशिएट्स द रिस्क ऑफ ब्लीडिंग एंड हेमरेज। अगर क्लॉटिंग फैक्टर्स कम हैं, bleeding can take place, so that is why we need to check all these things. Bleeding time, clotting time सब check करना है, ठीक है। Then is antidiarrheal medication we have to give. This reduces fluid and electrolyte loss from GI tract, okay. Next is vitamin K has to be given. Correction of albumin or protein deficits can aid in return of fluid from tissues to the circulatory system, ठीक है। मैंने आपको बताया था कि what is the role of एल्बुमिन, ये फ्लूइड शिफ्ट्स को बचा के रखता है, ठीक है। सो एल्बुमिन देने से व्हाट हैपेंस इज इट हेल्प्स टू रिटर्न द फ्लूइड फ्रॉम द टिश्यूज टू द सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम, ओके, बिकॉज एब्जॉर्प्शन इज ऑल्टर्ड. सम लिमिटेशन may prevent clotting problems which may occur if clotting factors are times are depressed, okay. So vitamin K से bleeding disorders भी आप कम करके रख सकते हैं. Then we give antacid से histamine receptor antagonist. तो इससे देने से this neutralizes as well as reduces the gastric secretion and lowers the risk of gastric irritation and bleeding. इससे bleeding होने का chances and gastric irritation कम रहेगा, ठीक है. फ्रोजन प्लाज्मा देना पड़ेगा इफ इंडिकेटेड, फॉर क्यों? टू रिप्लेस द क्लॉटिंग फैक्टर्स. अगर ज़्यादा ब्लीडिंग हो रहा है देन वी नीड टू गिव फ्रोजन प्लाज्मा, ओके. Third is fatigue, okay. The patient will feel very tired and fatigued, okay. An overwhelming sustained sense of exhaustion. The patient will not be able to take few steps. The child will tell थोड़ा 2-3 कदम चल के the child will sit down because the child will be having fatigue, okay. Decreased capacity for physical and mental work at usual level. This may be related to decreased BMI, okay. States of discomfort, altered body chemistry, that is changes in liver function, and the target organs are affected, okay. Now this is possibly evidenced by lack of energy and inability to maintain routine, normal routine. The child is unable to do, the child is not able to perform, and physical complaints may be increased, and desired outcome is improved state of energy. Then perform activity of daily living, and जो भी desired activity है the child is able to do. Now what is a nursing intervention? We have to institute bed rest or chair rest during toxic state. So whenever the child is very sick, we have to ensure that bed rest or chair rest during toxic state has to be there, and the environment has to be quiet, and visitors has to be limited, okay. So what does this do? By bed rest promotes rest and relaxation. When the child is relaxed, helps the liver to heal, and activity and upright position are believed to decrease hepatic blood flow, okay. Suppose if the child is doing some activity, or if the child is sitting upright, तो लिवर में जो ब्लड फ्लो होना है वो ठीक से नहीं हो पाएगा, तो लिवर ठीक से हील नहीं हो पाएगा, ठीक है. सो दैट इज व्हाई द चाइल्ड नीड्स टू टेक रेस्ट एंड सुपाइन पोजीशन. देन इज रेकमेंड चेंजिंग पोजीशन फ्रीक्वेंटली. इससे क्या होगा? स्किन केयर. वी डोंट वांट एनी बेड सोर टू ऑकर. प्रमोट्स ऑप्टिमल रेस्पिरेटरी फंक्शन. इफ यू चेंज द पोजीशन फ्रीक्वेंटली, द रेस्पिरेटरी फंक्शन इज ऑल्सो मेंटेन, एंड देन प्रेशर एरियाज नहीं होगा, टिश्यू ब्रेकडाउन नहीं होगा, ठीक है. वी कैन प्रिवेंट बेड सोर लाइक दिस. एंड डू नेसेसरी टास्क क्विकली एंड वन टाइम. बार बार बच्चे को डिस्टर्ब नहीं करना. जो काम करना है एक बार में टू कंप्लीट एज मच वर्क एज पॉसिबल. सो इससे क्या होगा? द चाइल्ड विल गेट सफिशिएंट टाइम फॉर रेस्ट, अनइंटरप्टेड रेस्ट, ठीक है. डिटरमाइन एंड प्रायोरिटाइज रोल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज एंड ऑल्टरनेटिव्स एंड पॉसिबल कम्युनिटी सोर्सेज, ठीक है. बच्चे को जो भी नीड है उसके हिसाब से प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग and most pressing needs of the child that has to be managed. Whatever is the need, it has to be managed, okay. Next is identify energy conserving techniques. Sitting to shower and brush teeth, ठीक है. जितना एनर्जी कंसर्व कर सकते हैं that has to be conserved, ठीक है. तो क्या है? जब भी ब्रश कर रहे हैं, नहा रहे हैं, the child should sit, okay. Sitting to shower and brush teeth. Planning of activities so that जो भी चाहिए सामान सब पास में है. The child did not go from one place to the another, and we have to schedule the rest period. तो इससे क्या होगा? Fatigue will be minimized. The child will feel better. Then increase activity as tolerated. बच्चे का जैसा टॉलरेट हो रहा है उसके हिसाब से आप एक्टिविटी ग्रेजुअली इंक्रीज किए करना है. Demonstrate passive or active range of motion exercises. Okay. Prolonged bed rest can be debilitating. ठीक है. Continuous bed resting we have to alternate limited activity and some rest periods. Okay. Then stress management depending on the age of the child. Specific stress management techniques has to be there. So that can be progressive muscle relaxation, visualization, guided imagery, television, radio, like this diversion activity will be there. This promotes relaxation and conserves energy, and this helps in coping. Then monitor for recurrence of anorexia and liver tenderness or enlargement. हमको चेक करना पड़ेगा एनोरेक्सिया फिर से तो नहीं हो गया है, लिवर फिर से तो इलाज नहीं हो गया है. अगर ऐसा है, this indicates lack of resolution, or this increased size of liver indicates that the hepatitis has increased, requiring further rest and change in therapeutic regimen. And if this is so, we have to do the blood test, we have to monitor the serum enzyme level, and this depending on the type of hepatitis we have to manage. Okay. Next is risk for impaired skin integrity. Okay, because of I was telling about fluid shift which causes edema, so there can be impaired skin integrity. Okay, altered epidermis or dermis. Chemical risk factors may include bile salt accumulation in the tissues. Okay, then possibly evidence may not applicable. A risk diagnosis is not evidenced by sign and symptom as the problem is not occurred, and nursing interventions are directed prevention. Okay, that is why it is no evidence, because it is risk factors. Okay. Now, what are the desired outcomes? Displays intact skin, free of excoriation. There is no pruritus or scratching. Now, what are the intervention? Encourage cool showers and baking soda or starch baths. Okay. Avoid use of alkaline soaps and apply calamine lotion as indicated. So instead of the routine things, we have to change it and use cool showers and baking soda and starch baths. Alkaline has to be avoided because this causes excessive dryness. Okay, and once you use calamine lotion, provides relief from itching. Diversional activity. So this helps. This aids in refocusing attention. Itching is there in hepatitis. Okay, so what activities you have to do to reduce itching? So this reduces once you have diversional activity, तो बच्चे को खुजलाने का टेंडेंसी कम हो जाएगा. ओके, खुजली करते समय सजेस्ट यूज ऑफ नकल्स. नकल्स समझते हैं फिंगर के बैक साइड का एरिया, उससे खुजलाना, नाखून से नहीं. ओके, सो फिंगर नेल्स हैव टू बी केप्ट शॉर्ट. ग्लव्स अप्लाई कर रहे हैं मे बी टू कोमाटोस पेशेंट, या तो व्हेन द पेशेंट इज स्लीपिंग, ताकि नींद में पेशेंट खुजली करके स्किन ब्रेक डाउन ना कर दे. ठीक है, लूज फिटिंग क्लोथ्स हैज टू बी देयर एंड सॉफ्ट कॉटन लिनन. अगेन ऑल दिस स्टेप्स विल रिड्यूस द टर्मल इंजरी. ठीक है, प्रोवाइड सूदिंग मसाज एट बेड टाइम. इट प्रमोट्स स्लीप एंड रिड्यूसेस स्किन इरिटेशन. देन ऑब्जर्व द स्किन फॉर रेडनेस एंड ब्रेक डाउन. ओके, ये आपको चेक करना है ताकि पॉसिबल इंटरवेंशन कर सके. एंटी हिस्टामिनिक ये आपको देना है, फॉर एग्जांपल बेनेड्रिल, दैट इज डाइफेनहाइड्रामीन और एसाटिडीन. सो तो इससे क्या खुजली कम हो जाएगा. ओके, बट बिकॉज दिस अफेक्ट्स द लिवर, सो यू हैव टू यूज दिस कॉशियसली. ओके, वी विल लीव दिस पार्ट. नेक्स्ट इज deficient knowledge. Okay, absence or deficiency of cognitive information related to specific topic, because there are different types of hepatitis, the causes are different, management is different, treatment is different. So the child's family members may be having reduced knowledge. Okay, so may be related to lack of exposure or information misinterpretation, or the resources the person is unfamiliar. Possibly evidenced by questions or statement of misconception, or they may come and ask for additional information. or inaccurate follow through instructions, development of preventable complications. ठीक है, तो deficient knowledge का these are issues. Now what are the desired outcome? Verbalize understanding of disease progress, prognosis and potential complications. Identify relationship of signs and symptoms to disease and correlate symptoms with causative factors. Verbalize understanding of therapeutic needs and initiate necessary lifestyle changes and participate in the treatment. If the deficient knowledge is there, these are the desired outcome. The person बोलना चाहिए कि हाँ भाई उसको जो भी डिजीज है, the person can tell what you have told, tell it back to you. जिससे आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. ठीक है कि कितना वो लोग समझे हैं नहीं समझे हैं. फिर पेशेंट को साइन एंड सिम्टम्स अलग अलग टाइप के हेपेटाइटिस का आपको समझाना पड़ेगा. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट इज आस्क देम वेदर दे हैव अंडरस्टूड ट्रीटमेंट में क्या क्या है and so that necessary lifestyle changes can be adopted. Okay. Now, what are the nursing intervention? Assess level of understanding of disease process, expectation and prognosis, and possible treatment options. Identifies areas of lack of knowledge or misinformation. जो भी additional जानकारी चाहिए, this can be there. Liver transplantation may be needed in presence of fulminating disease with liver failure. अगर liver failure है, so there can be liver transplantation. So this information has to be given. Okay. So one thing to add is personal items should not be stirred. Strict hand washing and sanitizing of clothes, dishes, toilet facilities has to be ensured that the patient is not sharing with others as long as liver enzymes are elevated. ठीक है, जब तक liver enzymes raised है, we has to have such hygienic steps. फिर avoid intimate contact like kissing and sexual contact, exposure to infection, especially upper respiratory tract infection. ठीक है. So needs and recommendation vary with type of because hepatitis A is not same cost as hepatitis B. So that weight is different. So all we have to tell which type of hepatitis it is and what intervention needs to be done. Okay. Next is resumption of activity as tolerated. बच्चा कितना टॉलरेट कर सकता है उसके हिसाब से एक्टिविटी प्लान करना है. ठीक है. With adequate pieces of periods of rest, then the child has to be told lifting heavy नहीं करना है, strenuous exercise, contact sports ये कुछ भी नहीं करना है. ठीक है. It is not necessary to wait till serum bilirubin returns to normal. Bilirubin may take more than 2 months to return, but लिवर का साइज, ओके, द लिवर हैज टू कम टू नॉर्मल साइज, सभी स्टीरियस एक्टिविटी स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. सो द पेशेंट नीड्स टू नो कि बच्चे को जब तबीयत अच्छा लग रहा है, द पेशेंट हैज टू कंटिन्यू टू टेक रेस्ट इन प्रिवेंटिंग रिलैप्स. ठीक है. रिलैप्स होता है 5 to 25% एंड एनर्जी लेवल टेक्स 3 to 6 months टू रिटर्न टू नॉर्मल. ठीक है. देन डाइवर्शनल एक्टिविटी हैज टू बी अडॉप्टेड. सो दिस विल promote in taking rest and avoid focusing on prolonged convalescence. Okay. Then continuation of balanced diet is more general well-being and enhances the energy for healing process and tissue regeneration. Okay. Then identify ways to maintain usual bowel function, adequate intake of fluids and dietary refuge, moderate activity, toleration to and exercise to tolerance. Okay. Decreased level of activity, changes in fluid intake and slowed bowel may result in constipation. So that is why we have to ensure that the child is taking activity as per his fatigue levels, so that constipation should not take place. Okay. Then is over the counter drugs. OTC का क्या फुल है? ओवर द काउंटर ड्रग्स. ठीक है. जो भी ड्रग्स आप लेते हैं ये हैज़ टू बी टेकन कॉशियसली, क्योंकि बहुत सारे जो मेडिसिन है दे आर हीपाटोटॉक्सिक. सो वी हैव टू ऑलवेज इंश्योर कि पेशेंट जो है बिना डॉक्टर कंसल्टेशन के द पेशेंट शुड नॉट टेक. सो सम ड्रग्स आर टॉक्सिक टू द लिवर, सम आर मेटाबोलाइज्ड टू बी बाय द लिवर and they are avoided in severe liver disease. So that is why drugs, for example, acetaminophen, aspirin, sulfonamides and anesthetic, they all are avoided. Okay, blood donation cannot take place क्योंकि हमने अभी पढ़ा था hepatitis B, hepatitis C में they can remain in blood and cause hepatitis. Then emphasize the importance of follow-up on physical examination and laboratory evaluation. Disease process may take several months, maybe 6 months. Okay, so that is why liver biopsy may be required. Okay, then is alcohol. Suppose if it is an older child, alcohol has to be avoided based on the individual intolerance, because otherwise the hepatic irritation will continue. Okay, then refer to community sources if you have. Then need additional assistance to withdraw from substance and maintain abstinence to avoid further liver damage. अगर liver damage हो गया है तो community resources use करना है ताकि एक additional help मिल सके. Okay. Now there is risk for infection. Okay, risk for infection. Why? Because at increased risk for being invaded with pathogenic organisms, inadequate secondary defenses and immunosuppression, because liver is a very important drug and it is also plays a very important role in immune response. Okay, so there can be low WBC count, the inflammatory response may be reduced, so that is why there is always a risk for infection, risk for malnutrition and insufficient knowledge to avoid exposure to pathogen. Risk possibly evidenced by will not be there because it is a risk. Okay. Now not applicable. Desired outcome is verbalized understanding of positive factors and lifestyle changes to avoid reinfection and transmission to others. Now what is to be done? Isolation technique for enteric and respiratory infection according to infection guidelines and policy, and effective hand washing has to be there. This prevents transmission of viral disease to others. Thorough hand washing is very important in preventing virus infection. Type A, type E are transmitted by oral fecal route, contaminated water, milk and food, specially cooked, inadequately cooked shellfish. Okay, so these are transmitted. So thorough hand washing is very initiated. And type A, B, C and D, they are also contaminated with blood and blood products, open wounds, contact with saliva, stool, urine and semen. Okay, so these things has to be avoided. And incidences of hepatitis B virus and hepatitis C virus is common in healthcare providers. That is why you are immunized against hepatitis B. And toxic and alcoholic hepatitis are not communicable because they are caused only in those people who take alcohol. Now stress to monitor and restrict visitors as educated. Okay, infection control. So the child is having infection, visitor control has to be there because visitors might bring more infection. So patient exposed to infectious process, for especially respiratory, this will lead to secondary complications. Then isolation procedure has to be practiced, and once the child is or the family members understand it, they will be able to manage this, and they can lessen the feeling. Understanding the reasons will lessen the feelings of isolation and stigmatization, and isolation may last for 2 to 3 weeks depending on the type of symptoms. Okay, then different vaccines are available depending on those vaccines. The vaccination has to be given, or immunoglobulins are available, especially may be effective for prevent viral hepatitis for those who have been exposed depending on the type of hepatitis and period of incubation. What are immunoglobulins? Immunoglobulins are prepared antibodies for those people where we don't have time for normal production of antibodies. So ऐसे में viral hepatitis prevent करने के लिए we need to give immunoglobulins. Okay. These are the general management: bed rest, refraining from alcohol, taking medication. अभी जो मैंने बताया, this was a detailed nursing care plan. So that you should get an idea of what is to be avoided and why it is needed. But this is a general management: bed rest, refraining from alcohol, and whatever medications are there that they have to be used to relieve symptoms. Then hepatitis A and hepatitis E, they get well after a few weeks. Hepatitis B has to be treated with drugs like lamivudine, then adifovir and dipivovir. And hepatitis C is treated with a combination of Pygen, interferon and ribavirin. Okay. Then liver transplant for hepatitis B, C or D or if liver failure is there. So we need liver transplant. So these are the medication which are required by different types of hepatitis. Okay. Now prevention is, we have hepatitis A vaccination, immunization 1 to 18 years of age, 2 to 3 doses of vaccine, and adults they need a booster dose 6 to 12 months followed by initial dose of vaccine. Okay, and it is effective for 15 to 20 years old. Okay. Hepatitis B, we all have been vaccinated, you already know. Safe and effective vaccine provides protection for hepatitis B for 15 years. Okay, so this all newborns and individuals up to 18 years of age, and they have to be vaccinated. 3 doses are there. Over a 6 to 12 months are required to have a full protection of hepatitis B, and also provides protection from hepatitis D. Okay, because we have studied earlier that if hepatitis D has to occur, hepatitis B has to be there. Okay, so once you take hepatitis B vaccine, then you also get an additional protection for hepatitis D. So this is a vaccination of hepatitis. Now prevention, wash your hands after going to bathroom or before handling food or eating. Then if sexually transmitted diseases are there, so latex condoms has to be used, which lowers the risk of transmission. Drugs and needles should not be shared. Personal items like toothbrushes, razors, nail clippers should not be shared with the infected person. Okay. What are the possible complications? Liver failure, liver cancer and death. Okay. This is the state of liver in cases of unmanaged hepatitis. Okay. So that was all about hepatitis. I hope you have understood. Stay safe and study well. Thank you.